Yeah, okay. Yep. Yep, we're doing this one. Fuck yes, we're doing this one. Alright. Yeah, this is one that people
Guess you're just gonna have to go over your scheduled time.
Well, considering I'm working earlier now, Cryptic, I prefer not to. But that's okay. I found one I think we can react to. This is another one that people have been wanting me to review, and I'm happy to do it. So chat, our final video for tonight is going to be Brandon turning his Cybertruck into a Warthog. So this is people been wanting me to see this. We're gonna check it out. Brandon turning his Cybertruck into a Warthog. Which I don't like the Cybertruck. I have a lot of problems with the Cybertruck, but if Brandon could turn this thing into a fucking Warthog, okay, I'm with him. Let's fucking go on this. Let's do it.
I turned my Cybertruck into a real-life Halo Warthog. You see, back when Elon Musk first announced the Cybertruck in 2019, I thought the same thing that millions of other Halo fans thought, that it was begging to be turned into a Warthog. So I got on the waiting list, and as soon as I got mine, we gave it the complete, iconic Halo 1 Warthog makeover, complete with a functional Browning M250 cal as the turret, and it is awesome.
He put a 50 cal on this thing. Oh, hell yes. And why is that? I've got to get that out of here. Why is that still sitting here? Alright, I'm pulling that out of there. Why is he got the... Wait.
Awesome.
Why? Why does he have the blank adapter on it? This is a blank adapter. Why does he have a blank adapter on it? I figured he'd be shooting... He does explain? Okay. Alright, I was gonna say, I figured he'd be shooting actual, live rounds through this thing. That surprised me. Okay, for the looks. Hey, fuck! Jesus. Okay. Seamuson, thank you for the gifted. Thank you. Okay. Terry fast. He's covering up the speed limit. Nice. Yes. Lonely, you may not be wrong. Okay, so let me guess. He put the blank adapter on here for the trip up? Yeah, you guys said he was going to explain it, but I'm just taking a guess. He put the blank adapter to get the Warthog up here in the first place, so there would be no misconception that this had live rounds in it or something.
This truck is so fucking fun. Subscribe if you think that Halo Reach was the last real Halo. 343, you can eat my entire asshole. So I may have dropped a lot of hints, but let's face it, a lot of you guys knew exactly what I was planning on doing as soon as I...
And, Umbro, thank you for the follow, welcome.
I said I had bought a Cybertruck, which for whatever reason makes a lot of boomers unreasonably angry just because I'm not rolling coal through a fucking Arby's parking lot, but whatever. It really says something about my life when the gun was the easiest part of this build. Now we could have gotten more detailed on the wrap for the Warthog, but you know what? I think that just the outline, the overall shape of the Cybertruck really just gives me those Halo 1 Warthog vibes. Just a very low poly look of it. The shape is very reminiscent of, well, my buddy Nick, the fat electrician, said it best.
This thing looks like Lara Croft's personality, all right? An unpopular opinion, it's perfect just the way it is. In a couple of generations, a Cybertruck is going to look like a real truck, and you're going to miss this. This is nostalgic. You just don't know it yet, okay? It's perfect. It's just the right amount of... But your wife's not going to get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I got to go.
But OD Green does not a Warthog make. Of course, we had to add the turret. Jumping up here real quick. This bad boy is the M2 featured in our recent video. The very semi-automatic variant of the M2 Browning heavy machine gun. Not only did I demonstrate that in the last video, it also literally says it from the manufacturer on the side of the gun. So YouTube, I really don't want to get into this fight. Give Warthog. Yeah, we've got the M2 mounted on it, and we actually added, just for a little bit of extra flair, just for some of the driving shots and whatnot, the blank firing adapter here at the end.
Okay.
This is a modification for the gun so that you can have it run blanks. This actually won't fire live ammo in this configuration, so we'll be taking it off a little bit later. It's a mechanism that helps the gun fire and actually cycle when you're using blanks.
Yeah, so in case Brandon doesn't go into it, the whole purpose being, if you fire a blank through most military weapons, there's not enough gas pressure on the blowback. Wait, who's going to sleep? Who's going to sleep? Oh, Curtis Greed? Okay, good night, Curtis. I hope I didn't miss you before you left. And Godzilla, good night to you too. Now, the purpose with the blank firing adapters, and typically you'll see them on the M2, you'll see them on M60s, 249s, you'll see them on the M4s and the M16s, is because the blank firing rounds that the military typically uses... In RoboSpartan, this is what I was going to say. The blank firing rounds that the military typically uses do not contain enough powder to create enough blowback to cycle the action of these weapons. It's you can get a little bit of blowback, but not enough to do a full cycling of the bolt. And so the blank firing adapter, what it does is it essentially, let me back it up here to where you can see it. Oh shit. Here we go. So they don't all look like this. The M16 and the M60 and the M249 Bravo, at least I think those guys, they actually are just literally a cap with a screw down into the end of the barrel. And that's what holds it in place, because there are actual notches in the front, like the front of the barrel, that the blank firing adapter was made to fit over perfectly to seat itself, and then it screws down into the barrel, and that keeps it very firmly in place. This obviously does not have that, and so you have an entire mechanism that enshrouds the M2's the tip of the barrel, and then you've got the three supports that then screw into the base here. And what it does is it traps that gas that would normally be escaping the barrel from that blank to provide enough back pressure to cycle the bolt of these burst fire or full automatic weapons to allow for the action to work as it is intended. And that's why, for those of you that don't know what a blank firing adapter does, that is what the blank firing adapter does, because the military grade blank ammunition does not have enough powder to create enough pressure to cycle the bolt on these weapons. And there you go.
Blank firing adapter here at the end. This is a modification for the gun so that you can have it run blanks. This actually won't fire live ammo in this configuration, so we'll be taking it off a little bit later. It's a mechanism that helps the gun fire and actually cycle when you're using blanks for training and movies or whatever. But I think it really looked cool as kind of that like tri-barrel, Warthog turret look. I think it fits pretty well. While it may look very Warthog-esque, I think it's about time we let her off the leash.
Well, that's what I mean, Wolfie. Because there's no round to obstruct the force and the gas pressure, all that escapes. Like, Hollywood blank rounds actually have more powder that produce even without having an obstruction of the barrel. Hollywood blanks can actually produce enough gas to cycle a bolt without needing to obstruct the barrel anyway. But the military grade blanks do not. They have the same powder level as a normal round does, and thus there's not enough back pressure.
3,
And
2,
hi, Salty.
1. Slipping on brass over here. That. Oh, fuck.
So, Brandon,
Yo.
what do you think about your tactical EV setup?
Well, you know, I'm trying to think of a sexual experience that was better than that, but I'm having a hard time. So let's talk about the Cybertruck itself. Before I get any shit in the comments about, oh bro, buy a real truck. Look, my daily driver is a Ford Raptor, so I don't want to hear shit from you guys. Honestly, when I first bought this thing, I expected it to be kind of a gimmick, you know, like it's a car, but it's a gadget, you know, it's the cool thing at the moment. It has cool features, but I just expected to get over it real quick. I'm actually really liking it. It's a 7,000-pound utility vehicle that is faster than any vehicle I have ever owned. Being able to do the quarter mile in 11 seconds. I mean, this thing beat a Porsche on the quarter mile while towing another Porsche. I mean, aside from, you know, obviously having like a fucking iPad screen here and a spaceship steering wheel, the rest of this feels like it's a $50,000 car interior in a $100,000+ car. I know that's a nitpick, but I'm looking for things to shit talk about it, and like that's the only real one I've got. But total review, I'd say 4 Doges out of 5. Also, big thanks to Vertex Wraps and 210 Window Tint. We were on a super tight deadline, and they wrapped this truck for us in just a couple days, so we appreciate them really working with us on this. Hey, Elon, you want to come shoot this thing? We're right down the road. We're neighbors here in Texas. I'm on X, so, well, you know how to get a hold of me. All right, so let's...
So, here's the thing that Brandon hasn't talked about so far is part of the problems that the Cybertruck has is like he had this thing done with a wrap, which is actually going to improve what I'm about to say, which is the Cybertruck is known to rust. Oh, Kendrick, you gotta go to sleep? Okay, have a good night. Yeah, there have been big reports that the Cybertruck will fucking rust after not all that much rain because it's like aluminum or because of it, the steel that's made of. It will literally start to fucking rust. And the wrap that he did probably is offering more protection than what came out of the factory. And not only that, but like the trunk. I saw the test done for the trunk where it'll chop your fingers off. If your hand is in the way in the jam of the trunk, it's not like a lot of by the way, the trunk is automatic. So it automatically opens and closed. Like, they tested, like, most trunk, like, all of the trunks have a safety mechanism. If they feel pressure, they will rise back up again. Cybertruck didn't do that, and it will, like, literally chop fingers off. The edges of the doors are sharp, so you can actually cut yourself on the edges of the doors. Like, overall, it's just, there are a lot of fucking problems. You think they fixed they fixed that because of the finger thing? I don't know. Well, I hadn't heard. It's just, this thing has a lot of problems. A lot of problems.
Let's see what's back here now. Well, a shitload of fired brass, and oh, what is this? A tack pack with my address conveniently already scratched off of it. They shouldn't have.
TacPack is a tactical subscription box where you can get cool stuff like
Yeah.
grips, tourniquets, big-ass knives, rangefinders, which have been in the news lately for redacted, sweet merch, and more. And new subscribers can use the code AKGUY, which gets you a free EDC kit valued at $65 with your first TacPack.
Yeah.
So if you use the code
Shows
AKGUY,
for
the
it,
total
yeah.
value of your TacPack Plus will be $325. So go ahead and check them out using the links in the description and in the pinned comment. We appreciate them. Back to the video.
80 break. This is where we'd normally do our patented White Claw penetration test with the 50 cal. However, I can't think of a more appropriate combination than Mountain Dew and Halo. Many late nights spent playing Halo and consuming what is essentially legal crack. 2 liters of these and you're doing the Warthog run with your eyes shut.
Okay. If he is not breaking out the code red for this, I'm gonna be disappointed. Cause, am I remembering the flavor correctly? It was the code red that they put all of the Halo advertisement shit on. It was code red and what was the blue one? I can't remember what they called the blue one. But it was like the blue and the red. Game Fuel. I swore that they did it with Mountain Dew as well. Voltage, thank you, Voltage, yeah. I swore they did it with Code Red and Voltage Mountain Dew. They put all sorts of Mountain Dew game fuel? Really? Yeah, I was gonna say, I know. Hang on. Hang on. I need to look at this. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Yeah, I knew they did Mountain Dew. And Halo. Yeah, hell yeah. Mountain Dew, Code Red. Yeah, I knew it was Mountain Dew. Like, that's the Mountain Dew Energy, but this was actually Code Red. I knew I was right. Well, like, maybe, what, did they call it Game Fuel when Halo came out, but it was still just Mountain Dew Code Red and Voltage? I'm guessing maybe that was it? Okay.
It's such a staple that Halo routinely partners with Mountain Dew. To put it eloquently,
Yeah.
put the Master Chief in the shoulder.
They put the Master Chief in the soul. Master Chief in the soul. They put the Master Chief in the...
So we got 2 12-packs of Mountain Dew here, which is giving me serious
Yeah,
middle school flashbacks. And we're going to annihilate it at point blank with a Warthog. Teaming up with RFK and solving childhood obesity in 3, 2, 1.
They blew Master Chief out of the Mountain Dew. They may have put him in the Mountain Dew. They may have put him in the soda. They just blew him out of the soda.
Just in case.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna say that's kinda unsafe. As close as he is, with all these rocks that could cause potential ricocheting issues, it was a little unsafe. But it's Brandon. I shouldn't act surprised.
Oh, yeah. 50, 50 pretty much buried most of this shit, actually. Looks like we might have some survivors, though. I don't think I need to be the one to say it, but 50's...
What the hell is he shooting? What weapon is this? MP7? Okay, I'm not familiar with the MP7. Okay.
50's more impressive. Also... Oh, huh. He was already dead. Nothing wrong with a little dead check. Man, the M2 Modus, I tell you what, it is just a miracle. John Moses Browning's intuition when it comes to gunsmithing and weapons technology. And if that's something you wanted to get your start in, you could always check out sdi.edu to get your start in the links in the description and in the pinned comment. So while the M2 and the Pinto Mount and everything is ours, we did have a little bit of help actually getting it mounted to the Cybertruck. As it turns out, there's actually a company that specializes in weaponizing Teslas. I'm not kidding. So we had some help from our friends at Tactical EV. So, dude, I appreciate you guys coming down, man. Yeah.
Okay, he said weaponizing.
The MP7 was supposed to replace the H&K MP5.
You are not replacing the MP5. The MP5 is forever. 100% the MP5 is forever. Do not take away my MP5 slap. Do not take it away.
Bang, 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 bang.
He said, like, and Brandon was saying, the modified Teslas plural? He didn't just say Cybertrucks. So these guys are modifying Tesla cars as weapons platforms? They're modifying all EVs into weapons platforms. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh.
Thanks for having us.
You made this a lot easier than it otherwise would have been.
Well,
Yeah.
We like to think that all of our products are super plug and play. This
Oh
was
my
4
God.
volts, just like our other system for your truck.
Yeah. Speaking of which, because you guys mostly don't do,
Bobcat? Mm-hmm.
this is called the Cyber Turret.
This is the Cyber Turret, yep.
The Cyber Turret, I imagine, is not your main bread and butter when it comes to selling to people with Teslas. So what do you guys mostly focus on?
No, we focus on the most secure, fastest deploying firearm storage solution on the market. And that actually takes place in the front of the vehicle.
You want to go check it out?
Let's go check it out.
Another surprise in the Warthog. Such a strange experience to open the front of my truck with my phone. Voila. Surprise AK-50 cameo. So I just popped this open and AK-50 is ready to go. Set that back down now because it's...
Okay, honestly, I would be a little concerned about this about this storage. That's putting a lot of strain. Yeah, it fits perfectly, but it's putting a lot of strain on the magazine. Like, if this car's rocking around, I would be a little concerned about how much strain's, is being done to the magazine. Like, I'm kind of surprised that oh, yeah, it's not that it's huge. It's just that, okay, Potato, have a good night. I was thinking, I'm sure you can do it manually. It's just Brandon was just, for the shot, he was doing it that way. Yeah, I mean, even with it being the AK-50, this can't be good for the magazine because you're gonna get movement over the course of driving. I would have preferred if there was like a mount here and then here to keep it in place versus using the magazine as the sole point of stabilization in here. That actually bothers me. But I mean, presumably Brandon worked with them. He knows his AK-50, and maybe the AK-50 is just built, better, in terms of the magazine. Well, for me, I would get twitchy like this. But I mean, this is Brandon's AK-50. He built this fucking thing. He knows better than I do. I'm just speaking from generalized experience, and that's all.
Heavy.
So what we've done is we've created a infinitely adjustable track system so that you can mount your AR-15, AR-10. We'll be coming out with hunting kits soon, as well as pistol mounts and other accessories for this, but it's infinitely adjustable and your firearms are always ready.
Where AK-50?
Okay, see, yeah, you can't do
Here
it manually.
AK-50. But what's better than one weaponized Cybertruck? Obviously 2 weaponized Cybertrucks.
Yeah, and they did it for the other one too. Like, again, it's like using the magazine as your mount point. I'm sorry, I do not like that. That's gonna put a lot of stress on the magazine and the magazine well. I do not like. I'm sorry. I just don't like that configuration. It does not feel like a smart configuration for a weapons mount. Yeah, maybe. But even with the metal mag, it's like I worry about, the vibrations and if there's any jerky movements that could be jerking this thing around in the mount, what it could be doing internally inside the magazine well. I don't know. Let me put it this way. I don't like it. I would not have, if I was to have a weapons platform mount in my vehicle trunk, it would not be this. Yeah, it should be the stock and not even the barrel, but like the forward portion of the handguard. Not the barrel, but the forward portion of the handguard is where I would put my mounting points. There. That AK-50, I tell ya. Beautiful fucking rifle.
Fucking awesome. You done good, girl. Go home. Now, the real question is it really a technical?
And Kentucky Weather Nerd, thank you for the follow.
If you don't drive and fire it.
Thank you, Jameson. Nice. Nice.
Oh, now that's what I call a warthog. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as my inner 16-year-old did. Big thanks to the Tactical EV guys again for coming down and helping us out with this project. It's a lot of fun, and well, something tells me we're not quite done with it yet. If this is your first time seeing the channel, be sure to check out some of our other
What
stuff,
else is he gonna mount on this
gun
thing?
side of things. And if you don't like guns, well, you're gonna fucking hate it. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys staying all the way to the end of this kick-ass video. Be sure to check and make sure you're still subscribed, and I will see you, sexy YouTube mother lovers, in the next video. Bye.
No,
that was very close to actually fucking popping me in the head. It's actually better than I was fearing it would be. Jesus Christ, 46 grams of sugar. Mom, Dad, why? Why did you let me do this? But what's the only thing better than one weaponized Cybertruck? Well, hold up. We'll do that a little better.
Okay, a couple of bloopers. Nothing big there. Okay, that was fun. That was absolutely fun.